Extra aid will be sent to Gaza as the Foreign Minister lifts the funding freeze to the main UN relief agency on the ground. Australia has moved ahead of the key ally, the United States, leading the coalition to oppose the move.
After 2 months off,
Australia is unpausing our contribution to UNRWA.
$6 million in funding to the United Nations main aid agency in Gaza is back on the table. It was suspended in January amid allegations 12 of the agency's 13,000 staff had been involved in the October 7 attack against Israel.
The best available current advice is that UNRWA is not a terrorist organisation and that existing and additional safeguards sufficiently protect Australian taxpayer funding.
The opposition questions those safeguards and opposes the decision.
No Australian dollar should ever be made available to any organisation or people who may use it to support, incite or undertake terrorist acts.
Canada and the European Union both resumed funding, but the biggest donor, the United States, has not.
By acting out of step with the US, we are failing to take advantage of the type of leverage that could get more effective outcomes.
As Israel's war in Gaza drags on, the Foreign Minister announced extra support. Defence will deliver 140 parachutes to be used by Jordan and the United Arab Emirates to drop aid into Gaza. And another $4 million goes to UNICEF, $2 million to the UN reconstruction efforts.
We have children and families who are starving. We implore Israel to allow more aid into Gaza now.
Aid to Gaza likely to be a flashpoint here when Parliament returns on Monday. So too, the coalition's push for nuclear energy. Peter Dutton doubled down on his criticism of a CSIRO report that looked at the cost of renewables compared to nuclear.
We need to compare apples with apples.
In a rare intervention, the head of Australia's top science agency saying maintaining trust required political leaders to resist the temptation to disparage science, defending his organisation against so-called unfounded criticism.
All I'm saying is let's have a fair comparison instead of a skewed one, and that's why I was critical of that particular report, not of the CSIRO in general.
With due respect, you're not a scientist, I'm not a scientist, they are. Is it
I'm not,
you want to pick a fight with them?
I'm not doubting the science, I'm talking about the economic modelling here.
The coalition has teased its plan to build nuclear power plants on the sites of as of yet unnamed retired coal plants.
Find me a community that's scared of a transmission line but isn't scared of a nuclear reactor in their local area. I'll happy to have that debate with Mr Dutton any time.
Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.